Okay, now this is legitimate part 0. I'm not going to cover anything else besides just basic information. So, let's start with the Gunvolt powers. First, let's get into who Gunvolt is. If you've played a game Azure Striker Gunvolt, you know who Gunvolt is. Basically, in Azure Striker Gunvolt, the world is there's powers called Septimas. It's sort of like quirks, but not exactly. I'm not sure how many people in the world would have Septimas in there, but I think regular people are outnumbered and stuff. But basic information. So Deku will be diagnosed with a quirk called Azure Striker. Basically, what this entails is Deku will be able to manipulate electricity in a way. So let me explain how this works. Basically, Gunvolt has the ability to tag enemies with his gun when he shoots them, and then use his flash field, which is basically electric shield in a way. But when he has enemies tags, he'll be able to focus electricity and distract. A bolt of electricity will shoot the enemies that are tagged. So if he has three tags on a person, it'll do more damage on them constantly. He also has the ability of pervasion, which technically is because of um, an accessory he has, sort of. Yeah, technically accessory, but I might make it like a support in a way for him that Deku made. Deku made a support him for himself that allows him for pervasion. Basically allows him if he doesn't have his flash field up, he'll be able to evade any attack, almost any attack, except when it comes to water-based attacks, or there are certain attacks that are exception to it. Not really that specific. Also, how long he can hold this flash field or pervade depends on his EP meter, which Deku has a watch that keeps track of his EP meter, his EP, which when it runs out, he'll basically like overheat, but it'll take a while for it to recharge. He can also recharge it instantly through certain action. I don't know what. He can recharge it. He has also the ability to recharge it instantly, not when it's overheated, but when it's not overheated and just low. He can recharge it himself. Now, his quirk allows him to also air hop or air dash, which again technically accessory, but I'd imagine he can do it. He also has the ability to use skills like Astrosphere, which is just an enormous sphere of electricity, and Luxcalibur, which is a sword made of his electricity, and it does massive damage. I'm not even kidding. In the game, it's like fucking OP. And like he's not gonna get these skills right away, of course. And he's not getting one for all. He doesn't need it at all. One for all would just make him even more godlike. Because I'm also adding another character in for this. And the character will also be will be a childhood friend of Izuku's too. Her name is Jewel. And if you know Jewel, then you see that she's a fucking sad character. Not like sad, like she's a pathetic character. No, she's an amazing character, but her whole story is just sad. Basically, she's like an experiment in a way, sort of like Eri in a way. That was just experimenting on herself. She was experimenting on the whole life and her quirk or power was used to control other people with septimas. Her quirk is, I'm gonna go with Lumen, and we're going with I think I'll go with before Gunvolt, like Gunvolt 1 Lumen. Or maybe I'll go Gunvolt 2. No, Gunvolt 1 Lumen. Later on she'll be like Gunvolt 2 Lumen. Gunvolt 1 Lumen is basically her quirk. Her quirk, she's Oh, also, she's not experimenting on this one. No, fuck that. No. And also, she technically dies at the end of Gunvolt 1, but I'm not having that because that's just, I don't want Jewel to be like that anymore. But, anyway, her quirk, Lumen, whenever she, whenever she sings, she can also, like, power up a quirk, and, she's probably gonna be 1A too. I'm just having her 1A because she'll affect more story that way, I don't know. And probably in place of Minoru, me and that, because whatever. And, basically, here's a basic summary. Um, when Gunvolt, when Lumen sings her reincarnation or any other song, Gunvolt can infinitely air hop, infinitely air dash, and pretty much never lose EP. So yeah, he's pretty much God, a god, and his pervasion is infinite. So yeah, kind of broken. And also she can like bring people back from the dead basically, which is kind of broken. But I'm not. I don't think I'll have that be a thing. Night Eye you bring back to life. But anyway, no, we're not gonna have that be a thing. And I may do a Deku X Jewel thing for this. Maybe, because why not? I can't always do a Zucha. I can do a Deku X Jewel thing. Um, and oh yeah, Lumen also can fly, which if she gets to Gunvolt 2, Lumen, she'll be able to fly herself, because in Gunvolt 1, Lumen's her own separate entity. In Gunvolt 2, um, Jewel and Lumen are one and the same, because, you know, they kind of become one being to save Gunvolt's life at the end of 1. Yeah, it really is sad, because she just loses her whole life through a sacrifice, so Gunvolt could live, and it's so sad. And her theme is like fucking. The credits song really cuts deep, because if you look at English translation, holy shit, that hurts. Like emotionally, it just hurts. But all that aside, um, so I don't know if I'm gonna add a Copen in this story. If I do, then maybe he'll be a 1B. He may be a 1B student. Don't know. But Copen does seem like an interesting choice to have, because Copen would probably be a quirkless. Because in the game of Gunvolt, he doesn't have Septima, but he has a weapons that he can use to sort of borrow the power of other people's Septimas. So I'm just gonna say Mirio Togata is probably gonna get one for all in this what if. So yeah, and Deku's no one for all, but he's still powerful as hell. Because his skills are kind of broken, because he has a voltic change, which is just holy shit. Basically, in the game, it covers the whole screen chains and then shoots electricity through the chains and just destroys everything in sight. And I might add his own source skills too. And am I missing anything else? Oh yeah, and water. If you use Astral Field, Astral Astral Field. Yeah, it's Astral. No, no, it's Flash Field. Flash Field. If you use Flash Field of water, he'll automatically be overheated because he can't because water, electricity, and stuff. But and also his Astro fucking hell, Flash Field, Flash Field. In the air, he can use Flash Field to hover in a way and get farther distance. So yeah, that's really good for him. And that's pretty much it in terms of Deku's powers. So in this what if, Bakugo is definitely gonna respect Deku more for his really powerful quirk, and see Deku more as a rival than anything. And And Jewel is just a really close childhood friend of Izuku's. And I know Jewel's quirk isn't really combat oriented, but you'd be surprised what she can do probably, because she can basically Lumen is powerful as hell. Like I wouldn't be surprised if she could power up her own self with her singing. So I'm gonna go with that if anything, for her to get into 1A basically. She can sing herself, and she'll also power up herself to godlike powers. I'm not kidding. Lumen's broken as hell, and that's pretty much why when you get reincarnation, you're like, when you get Anthem, when you get Anthem, it's like when you actually get her to sing for you when you die, it's kind of like, oh shit, everybody's dead. Everybody else is dead. I get to live. But yeah, well, somebody's coming, but yeah, that's pretty much basic information about this. What if? And again, I might be missing some things, but overall, that's pretty much it. Also, if you haven't played Zoro Strike Gunvolt, I actually highly recommend it. It's gotten it's gotten me to cry most times. Like in games, I've rarely been able to do that nowadays, and Gunvolt never fails. And oh yeah, if I do buy Copen, you can have a partner, uh, a little robot named Lola to help him out. And yeah, it'll probably give him a recommendation if anything. But anyway, that's pretty much it. And I'll see you all in the next part. Bye. Well, actually, when this thing starts. Bye. Bye.